And good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever time it may happen to be in your part of this world. My name is Woody Collins and I'm with Congo Helping Hands, and this is another episode of talking about the Congo. And today I decided to show you a video of the one of the major streets in Kananga. It's uh, from one of the almost on the downtown route from to the airport. And this was posted by some people in Kananga, and I was showing it to my grandson and daughter, and nobody could figure out what was going on. So I decided, well, let me show this, because one of the things that we've been talking about is how uh, the infrastructure, transportation infrastructure in the Congo is so limited, and because they don't have good roads, they don't have trains and things like that. So it would be very hard to get necessary food from the interior into the cities where you need them. And so this is one of the routes from the airport, which uh, is on the edge of town. And this is where, where when I arrived there, I had to drive into town, where we ship a lot of things. When I say we, the country ships a lot of supplies by air, because the roads are so bad. And if you need to get uh, things in a hurry, uh, let's say fresh vegetables or something like that, they would come in by air. So this is kind of give you an example of once it arrives at the airport, what it will entail to get them in town. And this is kind of atypical, but it's typical for the rainy season. And we're in this the first month of the rainy season, and so therefore the roads are going to be getting worse than this. So let's take a look at that, and then I'll try to add some comments and things along with it. But what you will see is people are not standing still because the government did not fix the roads. At least they are trying to bail the water out, but the real solution is they need to haul some materials into the road and also build up the road, and so that it has a proper crown. And as you can see, they're just dipping the water out of the road, pouring it into the little drainage canal off to the side of the road, which should normally, if the road was properly crowned, it would roll off into that area itself. So let's go ahead and get this started, and we will see what it looks like.
Comme sur l'artère numéro 1 du Grand Kassai, nous disons la nationale numéro 1, chaque fois qu'il y a la pluie, le passage devient impraticable. Les femmes amoureuses du Kassai se sont mobilisées pour libérer la route. Elles sont nombreuses avec leurs bassinets pour libérer la route. Le gouvernement provincial ne dit mot, toutes les autorités qui passent ne disent mot. Nous sommes sur l'artère principale qui mène vers l'aéroport, de l'aéroport bien sûr vers la ville. Tous les taximens se dirigent toujours vers le marché. Les accidents sont possibles parce que la route n'est pas praticable. Les piétons se disputent la voie avec les taximens motards. Les véhicules, n'en parlons pas. Elle est disposée à pouvoir nous répondre à certaines petites questions. Bonjour, maman.
Bonjour, monsieur les journalistes.
Nous vous voyons avec un bon nombre de mamans. Qu'est-ce qui ne va pas?
Nous sommes les habitants du Kassai central. Vu que cette route principale est en train de se détériorer sous la barbe impuissante du gouvernement provincial, nous nous sommes dit, comme eux ne voient pas, sous l'initiative de l'Ouabour FM, nous nous sommes mobilisés aujourd'hui le 1er mai pour que nous puissions travailler. Et nous sommes arrivés ici au nombre de 4 personnes, 3 femmes et un homme. Et voilà, toute la population est en train d'accourir pour faire ce travail d'une façon volontaire afin d'évacuer ces lacs naturels dénommés les lacs Fachi et les lacs Tarsis Kabatussuila. Nous sommes en train de les évacuer aujourd'hui et vous voyez vous-même que ça va donner de bons résultats.
En tout cas, s'il faut peut-être vous demander, qu'est-ce que vous demanderez aux autorités, tant provinciales que nationales?
Nous ne leur demandons plus rien, parce que ça fait longtemps que nous avons parlé pour qu'ils puissent nous venir en aide. L'Assemblée provinciale est là, elle ne fait rien, elle ne fait que discuter des émoluments. Le gouvernement provincial de même. Alors nous nous sommes dit, au lieu de faire beaucoup de bruit, nous nous sommes mis à l'œuvre, nous nous prenons en charge et c'est notre façon d'aider aussi le gouvernement national.
Nous sommes présentement au Kasaï central, au cœur de la République démocratique du Congo et de l'Afrique. Mama bingi kana mo kulo mbwana wambili kubana betu bena Kasai muchiluba ujuba mbila chini wabwalu mujumunu.
Okay, as the women, they were volunteering to get the water evacuated out of the what they refer to as a small lake out into the into the ditch so that they can make the road passable again. As you've seen, the situation is with the motos, and you have a lot of motos and people travel by motos. They're going on the sides of it, and it's very dangerous because it makes it a lot more congested. You know, you got occasionally you got cars, trucks or whatever want to go into the same areas. So during these times, it's very dangerous because you can't use the normal width of the road because it's got water all over it. So they were trying to remove the water so that everything was going back. This was a recent video from Monday, a week ago, and you know, it's glad to see, and people are doing something. And one of the things that my family was asking was where the men was, and I didn't tell them that they probably was one man was interviewing the women working, and but there was something that the men could have done because this is rainy season and it's going to continue to do this, but it would be like this probably by the time it dries up, another big rain will come through and it'll be the same way again. But they need to do all this type of work during the dry season and get prepared for the rainy season to start. So, if you have any comments, please drop them in the chat. But I just wanted to kind of show you what the road conditions are there, and this is in the city. And what we will kind of do, we will also show you some of the road conditions outside of the city where it's much more treacherous. And this is what you would have to improve or should be improved in order to expedite food coming from outside the urban areas into the city where people need the food. And what they're currently using is they're using bicycles, guys called Beyonders bicycles. They push bicycles in with corn, everything, and they sell it at the market. And so that's how some of the people get their food, whereas some of it come in by train and stuff like that. So this is what the economy is being hindered by, is lack of good roads. So thank you again, and let's get this pandemic under control by washing our hands, wearing our face masks, and also socially distancing ourselves. We thank you for stopping by. We appreciate your taking a look at it, and we will talk to you on tomorrow for another episode of Talking About Congo. Take care, and we will be